Just repairing lights inside a rich man's mansion, a portrait arrested my gaze. What if everything you thought you knew about your own mother was a carefully constructed illusion, built on a secret so dark it could shatter your entire world? My name's Rowan, I'm 32, and this is the story of how a single painting, a shocking confrontation, and a desperate act of murder ripped open a 30-year-old mystery that changed my family forever. I live in Ashford, this tiny little town snuggled between endless pine forests and mountains that seem to get rain pretty much all year round. My job? Fixing lights. But not your average office fluorescents or street lamps. I specialize in high-end lighting systems for art galleries, museums, and those ridiculously expensive multi-million-dollar mansions. Sounds fancy, right? In reality, it means I spend my days climbing ladders, tightening screws, measuring lux levels, and wiping dust off bulbs. My life is so simple, it's almost comical. Wake up, brew black coffee, fish the river in the afternoon, sit by the fireplace at night reading old books. I honestly never thought I'd set foot in the world of the truly rich. Until one morning, my boss called. Didn't even say hello. Just head straight to Wynn Estate. The lighting system in the gallery is down and a VIP client is losing his mind. He hung up before I could even ask where the hell Wynn Estate was. A second later, the address popped up on my phone, north of Seattle. A property almost as big as my entire town. I tossed my toolbox into the bed of my beat-up pickup, threw on my faded Carhartt jacket, and hit the road for the hour-long drive. I figured it was just a big house with a few expensive paintings and some burnt-out bulbs. Man, was I wrong. Completely wrong. When those massive wrought iron gates swung open, I was genuinely stunned. A white gravel drive snaked through towering red pines, flanked by marble statues and fountains that danced to music. The mansion itself rose like some forgotten castle in the woods, gray stone walls, a copper-green tiled roof, windows that stretched to the ceiling. I parked in the staff-only area, feeling like an ant that had wandered into a palace. An elderly butler in a perfectly pressed black suit led me down an endless hallway. The air smelled thick with sandalwood and money. I tried not to gawk as we passed portrait after portrait. They were so beautiful, so real, I recognized Monet, Picasso, and a few other names I'd only ever seen in books. Finally, the butler opened a door to the gallery and just told me, fix the lighting system. Good God, I couldn't believe my eyes. The room was at least 5,400 square feet, with a ceiling 3 stories high and natural light pouring in, silver white, from a glass roof. Pristine white walls, walnut floors so polished you could use them as mirrors. Paintings hung from nearly invisible cables, each illuminated by its own dedicated museum-grade lighting rig. Full story video added in below.